certain things need to be just right. Other things, you're worrying about nothing. Okay, that's what I think. Still got my yellow up there. Just gonna get some clear water. Just gonna take out a little bit. Just lift a little bit of variation while it's still wet. Bit of variation here. Yeah, just fiddling about. Quite like that colour. It's not bad. Right, let's go down this one. I will try a little bit of. Is that somebody's dog, or is that here? Maybe that's here. Sounds like a dog's being strangled.
That's more green.
Can you see it? That's sort of. It's a grey green colour, but I thought I'd. Who's that? Is that John making that noise?
No.
Can you tell John to be quiet? He's beginning to sound like a puppy.
I think it is a puppy.
Yeah, it sounds like one, doesn't it, really?
Mm.
So I'm just putting, while it's still wet, a little bit. Maybe get a bit of, whoa. Why not, indeed. That's that one. Did you really need to draw that? Really? Why do you need to draw that? You know it's roughly about here somewhere. So you get your nice Kolinsky sable. Let's go back to a little bit more blue this time. A bit more water. Blimey, what's it? Is that wardrobe being moved again? Who's doing that? Is that John going to get in a couple of... He's filling the kettle, isn't he? I know he is. I bet he is. I bet John is filling the kettle.
He's not in here.
Do you know what? I've listened to John so many times now that I think he's there. He's like...
He isn't. He isn't.
He's funny, John. I've seen him for a while. Where is he? Is he around?
He's in his shed.
He's in his shed.
Yeah, he's
Blimey.
building aeroplanes. He's not here.
Oh, really? Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
good. Oh, I like the sound of that.
Only models.
I like model planes.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
But I like model railways as well.
Ah.
Right, I've chucked in a little bit of alizarin for the last one just to see if I could do something.
Oh, this is a mess.
A little bit of alizarin.
Into where? Into the green?
No, well, it's not green now. It's where was it? It was a bit of that, and a bit of that, and a bit of cerulean, a little bit of indigo, and I put some alizarin.
Okay.
It's gone slightly, ever so slightly purpley.
Yeah. Mine's mauve.
And what I'm going to do, I'm now going to change, just for once, I'm going to try something else and just get more blue in here, get it slightly lighter. So there's a slight change now of that's even further away, not touching those two there. There you go. See, I've knocked that one back compared to that one. Just for a bit of variety. Where I touch that, you can see the water running up. I tried to leave a little line, it wasn't successful there. Just lift out, thirsty brush. Let's not get too precious, you know. If I want this one lighter here, there's still time. It's not like you ever run out of time. Go back, do a Sir William Russell Flint, start lifting out. A lot of his paintings were about lifting out. I've lifted out there and I actually get quite a hard line left. If you look at Sir William Russell Flint, he did a lot of that. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's got a hard line. This one over here, it's still a bit wet. Can you try and lift that one out?
The one on the right, bottom right, looks really like Scotland with its sky and purpley mountains.
Which one? This one?
Bottom right, yeah.
This one, yeah. I think that purple works quite well because you got all the heather there, haven't you?
That's right. It is. They are purple, yeah.
You know, but again, you can.
But it looks. I like the sky too.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll just put in a little bit of purple in this one.
Oh, the heather.
Yeah, I'm experimenting it because I'm showing you all what you can do. You know, you take your time on bits. You know, you go through. We've done the sky. We let it dry. We move on. I've tried to retain this little bit of yellow above each time. I thought was quite important. It's good. It's good. That one's a little bit flat. I just pulled some of that out, just a little bit flat, just to give it a little bit of. It's up to you. It's whatever your style is. You can leave them. This is fairly graphic. That one's got a bit of wetting where I've lifted out as well as put down. Ruth's right. This one is quite nice. I've lifted out a bit more on that. Always use a thirsty brush. Just gives it sort of interest. I'm liking what's going on up here. I almost want to, forgive me for a moment, I just almost want to, I don't know whether these moves are good or bad, but I just want to, so I just wanted to do that. Because I've got all that brown, this sepia going on here, I sort of almost want to get some of it there. Anyway, I'm fiddling a little bit myself now. I'm going to have to tell myself off now because I'm fiddling. Right, this one's dry, so I can carry on. I'm 25 I'm still on target. I'm now going to a darker colour. I'm going, maybe that's a little bit too dark. Let's have a look at that. Now that that's dry, I can and on this side as well, I can come up. See, we're now starting to build up. Too bad. Some nice blues going on. It's much darker. I'm now going to get my, now the green comes out. Green, olive green, there is only one green. Olive green has come out. Get that road sort of here. I haven't drawn any of this. I'm looking at what I've got and sort of making it happen. It's like the road that sort of turns and goes round the corner, doesn't it? Really nice and graphic. I've left that bit of light down there. Just going to get a little bit of maybe dark. Okay. Yeah, it's sort of taking shape, isn't it? Really gives you a little sort of glimpse of Scotland. Right, let's do this one again. More of a slightly green. No, that's too much, I think. Oh, woofer again.
That's a Phoebe.
Is that yours, Jane? Is that your?
No, it's Trisha's.
Oh, Trisha's. Oh, right.
It's a Phoebe.
Yeah, a little bit of negative for those that like painting. A bit of negative. I know you do. And this. Let's get a bit dark going here. Oh, I forgot to do that on the other side of my. I was going a little bit high there. Just realised. Oh, it's still wet. Don't worry, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to this when it's a bit drier. I forgot to do that. I'm moving too quickly now. It's not dry. It's quite a nice little capture, isn't it? Bonnie, Scotland.
Okay.
Bonnie, Scotland. Poor attempt at a Scottish accent. Nobody's agreeing with me there. You lot like
Concentrating.
God, hard audience, really hard audience.
We just do the same.
It's a bit soft edged. Oh, I can't be asked. Anyway, that's still wet. I'm gonna have to. That's still wet. I'm gonna have to start here. What I'm really showing you, I suppose, I'm showing you how easy it is to paint without a drawing, and just I keep looking at this. It doesn't matter if I'm slightly wrong. Look, that's gone a bit uphill because I forgot to put that in. I was trying to meet that, and then I thought, why have I got so much big space here? I realised I hadn't put that in. I've left a little bit of negative there. That I've filled in a little bit. I'm liking the orange coming through and even onto the road. That first wash really, it's painting most of the picture for itself, you know, that first wash. It means that a lot of your painting has sort of already been painted. That's a good way of looking at it. It's going to get some blue this time instead of green. I'm going to try and quite nice bit. I like that little bit of hole. You see, I left a hole in there in that painting. I retained light from the original wash. It's these little holes that you leave are like little holes. They're sort of quite important in a way.
Let's go into the bin.
Nice. I won't lift out there. I'm just trying other things because I'm trying to show you alternatives all the time. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong at all. All there's one thing I'm concentrating on all the time is value. I started very light, got some very darks going on here, so I've tried to make these darks as well. And I'm trying to echo some of the colours. I'm introducing green as well. I thought that was sort of fairly important. See, it's all, just trust yourself to draw it with your Kolinsky sable. Just trust yourself to get some of these shades. It's ended up being very graphic, but I don't mind that. A little bit of dry brush going on in here. This one's a bit more graphic. I've got some of these little bit of whatever they would happen to be. Foliage, I suppose. Nearly there.
Very interesting study,
Oh,
looking at the 4 different, it's really
Isn't
interesting.
it?
Well, I purposefully tried to vary them, if nothing else, than to show you sort of alternatives you can take. But the big takeout is really the lights and the darks. I mean, this is quite dark, it's quite punchy. Remember, this is going to dry much lighter. I quite like the grade from the blue that runs through to the green without even noticing.
Yeah.
I like the graphic nature of that. I still quite like this. I'm leaving this till last because that was still wet. This beautiful wet in wet sky is working well. I don't think this isn't bad either. This is working. It's quite powerful, isn't it? That I think maybe up here what I could have done, an old trick, and I'll try it another time. And I will do this. I think where you got mountains that meet clouds, you then want the peak of that mountain in the cloud, and there's a way of doing that by lifting out. And I wish I had done one. It's too late now because it's hard. I could try and lift it out maybe, but it might be a little obvious. If I've got time at the end, I might just try and give it a go, just to see how it works. This whole thing is not about me showing off and showing you how good I can paint. This is me trying to teach you fundamentals to see if you can get bits of what I'm doing and incorporate it into your own painting. If you can incorporate some of this into your own painting, these nice, just simple line here, simple line, which is representative of this road. I know the road's grey. Don't get stuck into the grey thing. Grey's annoying. I would never make that. I might try it at the very end, get some grey, but you'll kill maybe some dry brush at the end. We'll try that. We'll try that. Right, the last one. I'm going to keep this one fairly, not green. I'm going to go brown and blue. So I've gone more brown there. The other one's a bit green. Just want to see what would happen.
A difference.
Yeah, Frank, you've got 4 different studies going on there.
Yeah.
I've done 2, and they look like twins.
Yeah, you need to vary it.
I know.
Yeah. And this is, yeah, you're right to say that. It's, as being honest, and it is hard to be different, adding, you know, I've got lots of tricks like this sort of little bit of things in the corner. You can see I'm a bit of a one-trick pony, really. I keep doing the same sort of thing, but it's comfort, isn't it? Even I need a bit of comfort. I need to comfort of knowing that I'm where I'm sort of going. I just put some marks in there because there's sort of interesting marks sort of on the horizon. It's all right, I think. I'm trying not to touch it. This is where you get, we all do this, and I do it as well. It's not just you, it's me as well. We fiddle. We faff about, we fiddle, and we kill. We kill a beautiful, delicate, lovely watercolour, quick and slick, done with ease and panache. And what do? We get the brush and go, a couple of dabs, and you've ruined it. A couple of dabs here and there, right old mess. I'd just try and paint in the things that you think are important. I think those are the bits. I was going to do something. I've forgotten what it. Oh yeah,
The fence.
I was going to put this
Mountain.
mountain in the clouds. Yeah. All right, I'll experiment. I might muck it up. If I do, who can I blame?
Scotch mist.
No, I'm going to blame you, Ruth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to blame you. I've decided. You're the one to blame.
Okay, I don't mind.
Good.
You always blame that other lady's husband, he's not here.
That's true.
Blame him.
Yeah, yeah, John. Yeah, it's John's fault. I'm going to blame John.
It's like kicking the dog.
Susan, go and get John. Tell him he's about to get blamed for something.
Oh, I'll tell him. I will.
There you go.
Mm.
Mm.
There you go. Oh, look, I'm painting with an oil painting brush, eh? Forget the rules. Forget all the rules. Lovely. Look at that. Going down. Oh, yeah. Welcome to masterclass. Yes. We have arrived. I'm going to get a bit blotchy here. I know what's going to happen. A lot of this is going to go a bit. But, you know, there are things I can redeem. There are things just by. But actually, I'm going to just leave that, I think. I'm going to get some. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a bloom here. I'm helping it along now. I'm drying it. I'm just drying that. I'm liking the way this is disappearing up into the clouds.
Yeah.
Quite nice, isn't it?
Mm.
I think when we finished, I might sign this and frame it. eBay, couple of grand. What do you reckon? Yeah.
I like the top left one best.
What, this one?
Yeah. I love the way the raw sienna and the blue, they go so beautifully, they contrast so beautifully, and the grey in the background of the mountain.
Good. See, we've all got.
Very clean. Yeah.
But that's good that we've all got different things that we like. And
Yeah.
I really do want you all to do this as homework. I want you to, it doesn't have to be, I don't want you to do all four. I think that's asking a bit too much. At least give me one. Give me one. Give me a small one, or harder still, give me a bigger painting. It's always harder to paint big. You know, whenever I do my demos, I always do them this size. Quite hard to do. It's much easier to do a small one because you can use less paint, use a smaller brush, you can make more mistakes. When you do a big one, the mistakes are all amplified. You know, it's sort of, right, I'm just going to get a little bit of, There are some posts or something on here.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the same brush. I'm not going to use a rigger because I just think that's too obvious. I do. I think there's some. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just.
Is you're going to do the left-hand ones as well?
Yeah, can do. Do a little bit, maybe not as many.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know.
Hmm.
I'm going to do mine with the rigger.
Couple down there. Down here, couple. It feels like I'm a bit of a factory going on here now, but. And the last bit, one of the things that I personally like doing, I like getting some alizarin crimson, and I like getting some blue, and I like a little bit of purple, just a little comme ci, comme ça, a little shadow, little. You don't have to do this, but I'd sort of quite.
Yeah.
Just a little few touches, yeah, maybe, yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
It's me.
Yes.
It's the way I do it. So you can do stuff at the end. You can do all sorts of things. Mark and Zorro. The Mark and Zorro.
Hopefully not.
It's just one of those things I like. It's my sort of thing. It's not. Some people think it's mad. I think this one, I've left almost too much out of that one there. I don't know. I think it's ever since Ruth said she liked that colour, I've obliterated. I changed it. I wish I hadn't now. Well, this is it. You're seeing live painting. You know, you're seeing honesty. You need honesty when you're painting watercolour because you can't hide. You can't hide in watercolour. You can't. You are where you are. You're in a place which, you know, exists. Thank you so much for watching this extended movie, and I hope you've picked up some secrets on how to paint great landscapes in watercolour. Visit my website to apply for a free Zoom taster, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.